Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to Othercide. This is a tactical roguelite, is probably the best way to describe it. There's a whole other mouthful to that, but basically, I have done a little bit of a test run on this just to make sure it recorded all right, made sure it looked fine, make sure everything went okay, and it did. Hopefully it stays that way, but we're going to go ahead and click play. We've got a little bit of, cinematics to deal with at the beginning here. We're going to have a tutorial to deal with. This is going to basically be the introductory episode. I will cut out as much grinding as I can. Basically, I plan to go through each era once on camera and do any grinding in between that off screen so I can get some characters built up and stuff like that. But that's kind of the roguelite aspect. I will go over how that mechanic works later on. I have watched someone else play a little bit over an hour of this. I think they played about 2 hours total, but I came in late on it. But anyway, let's go ahead and click play. We'll jump on in. You can see that was the little test run. You can see the date I was doing it on. Oh no. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah. It's today for me. So I am doing this release day. So we're going to go ahead and do a new game. Let's go ahead and select it, please. Thank you. Do you want to do the tutorial again? Yes, we probably should, just to show it off. But from behind the veil they grow, those you should always be aware. Okay, from behind the veil they grow, those you should always beware. In muttered darkness they flow, those who feed on your nightmare. The Book of Nostra on the others. The others, the outsiders. For centuries, the Mother has protected the veil, preventing it from shattering. Her journey has led her to the deserted streets of the city, rotted by the plague, where a greater threat awaits. This is basically a tutorial. Tell us how to play, how to use the actual actions. It does have some story in it. I don't know if skipping the tutorial would skip the story is the problem, so yay.
He needs us. The other has come for the chosen one, and soon the veil will break. The suffering cannot continue. Suffering festers within him. The edge of reality frays. Each battle takes more and more out of me. The other could shred the veil and devour our world. Will you stay with me until the end? I'll give what I can. What I have left. Let it go here and no further.
And now we get the battle tutorial. This part, pretty straightforward. I do want to show it off just so you have a general idea of how the movement works. So basically, this is going to be the combat system. We're going to be going through a bunch of this stuff relatively quickly. We have 100 AP each turn, and this bar is actually range 0 to 100. So you can see if we just skipped our turn right now, we jump to the middle right there. So that bar is important for me to watch, and I will completely forget about it about 90% of the time, unfortunately, because I am bad about that. Move the red square. The farther you move, the more action points it'll cost you. You can see it costs 10 to go there. It would cost, I don't know how much to go there because it won't let me, but we're going to go ahead and move there for now. Because it wants me to. The other sends more against us, so yeah, we have to kill these little, black and white guys. So, yippee-ki-yay, wants us to slash them, we will slash them. One hit kill, boom. And don't get used to the 4900 life, we will not have it very long because we're going to get our asses murdered. But anyway, the timeline orders all units in their initiative and moves forward whenever a unit takes their turn. So basically there's 100 ticks along this, and as the things move on, it ticks down, and you move along to the left. So we go ahead and end turn, and it goes ahead and skips us to the 50 point, because if you have more than 50 AP at the end of your turn, it just bumps you to there. So there is an advantage to, a speed advantage to actually doing the whole, I'm not using all of my AP situation, but there's also advantages to using it all too. Delayed skills immediately end the unit's turn, and their powerful effects are activated later in the timeline. So basically, he's set up a delayed effect, which means he's using a skill now, and it'll activate a little bit later down the road. You can see it down here on the timeline. It's at 50, I'm at 50, so it'll go off before I get my next turn if I just skipped right now. It's preparing a massive shot. So we kind of have to stop it before we do that. So we can do a shield charge. We can just run up here and smack it in the face. And it dies. Well, actually, it gets offset a little bit. Interrupt skills can stop a single enemy attack and immediately launch a counterattack. Warning, interrupt skills cost health points. Yay. So this one's a Vengeful Stance. It's 20 HP to use, so we're going to go ahead and use that real quick. This is basically they attack me and I will counter. And they don't get to use their actual attack whenever that happens. So let's go ahead and, yep, targets interrupt your own. Oh, we have to target our own character for it. That's going to throw me off just a little bit because I will forget to target my own character. I'll be like, why can't I do anything? Is it frozen? No, it's not. Your unit will move to 50 on the timeline and recover all EP for their next turn. You can see that going right there. This guy's going to run up. He's going to try to attack us. We're going to rip his face open because that's what we do. So now we're surrounded. This guy's hurting. We're getting a bunch of these tentacle mothers around us. So let's go ahead and use an AoE. Yes, you get AoEs in this. I'm not going to go over all the skills right now that it shows here because we don't get all of them right away and they're on different characters. This is just explaining the different things to us through the mother. So, yay. AoE Attack deals as much damage as we can imagine on everything. And this also leaves out an oddly important aspect of the UI. Because in this one, there is not a unit counter. There is a unit counter in the actual game. So you'll know how many enemies are left in a specific stage. Your unit will go into burst if they start using their last 50 AP. That's if you go below 50 on here, that middle mark. And then it pushes you to the very end rather than the middle of the timeline. So you only want to use burst whenever you really need to kill something. Or it's necessary. Some skills like Chill Charge can delay the enemy will play. Okay, can delay the next time an enemy will play to give you more control over the timeline. So basically you can stun them. Dodges are dodge chance. Armor is the damage reduction. It'll tell us that in just a second. You can see it over here on this as well. And this is just tutorial crap about how to do the fight. So now it's under our control. So we could actually just completely bork this up if we really wanted to. Or we can kill this guy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this guy. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to slash you. I think that's going to be enough damage. Yeah, 792. So right in the face. Down he goes. And we will do a Vengeful Stance because why not? We have 4,900 life and we're able to one-shot most of the guys here. So end turn. It's going to wander down there. This guy's going to try to hit us. We're going to rip him in half. And now they're going to start coming towards us. And we might, I think we get a couple more enemies. Yeah, you guys decide to spawn and be dicks. So you're just going to spawn right on top of us and get a whole bunch of scratchy scratches, which is not really that dangerous. We've got some more spawns up here. You can see them on the map thing. You can see the one there is a Plague Butcher. And you can see this one is going to be a Plague Guard, which are also kind of nasty, I guess. So Hail of Shards is not going to kill them. We could actually move there and do a Spear Tornado, which should actually kill everything here. Bloop. There's your Spear Tornado. Oh, it did not kill that guy. He is rooted, though. So he can't do squat. He can't move. So that's always a good thing to keep the enemy from coming after you. Yep, keep coming at me. Oh no, 240 life. Whatever shall I do? I do wonder what happens if you were to die here. I don't know what. So let's go ahead and we'll drop it like that. There isn't friendly fire that I know of. So that's going to just drop out and deal some damage to both of them. And we're going to do another one. It's going to deal some damage to him. This guy's going to try to move up. He's going to go right into range. He's going to give himself some armor, though. It's not going to do him much good. There you go. There's some shards for you. And we'll go ahead and smack this guy around. Bloop. And what other skills do we have? We've got Imbued Blade. Got Vengeful Stance. Let's go ahead and go... Oh, he's not going to have a turn for a little bit. So let's go ahead and go for... Imbued Blade would happen early. Slash probably won't break his armor very easily, so yeah. Oh, 559. It's not terrible. Let's go ahead and do Vengeful Stance then. So if he decides to attack us, we'll just rip him in half again. And I forget what that actually means, so let's go ahead and end turn there. Yes, end turn. Oh, that's the expiration of a skill. Okie dokie. So, little creepy dude has shown up. This guy looks like Scarecrow mated with Cthulhu.
The Chosen One.
Chosen One? Oh no! Now we should get a cinematic. Hopefully.
I don't want to harm you, little one. failed. You most of all. I fought with every bone and sinew. All I am, I leave to you. Take it. My blood is my legacy. May it spill forth into an army to rend suffering from its host.
My voice destroyed a city. It's not enough. How soon will you hatch? I want you in this world. I want to see what you can do. To those that hurt me. To those you will hurt. I can't wait.
Do not despair. My life lights your path. Do you remember our journey together? This time, let me guide you. You will wield my memories like a sword, and with them, grow our army. This dark corner of existence is a harbinger. Soon all will follow. The very fabric of our reality is threatened. My last breath is near. My daughters, you are of me. Put an end to suffering.
Othercide is a game about sacrifice and tough choices. Progress is autosave, so there is no turning back. The enemies in Othercide are lethal, and every mistake will cost you dearly. Your daughters will die, and you will lose, only to rise stronger again. Game expects players to fail, but failure is not the end. After ending a run, you restart with additional bonuses, and even the ability to resurrect fallen daughters for a cost. Something in this young girl's eyes sparked my curiosity. Oh. Yeah, whatever. I can't actually read it fast enough to actually get through that screen. It loads too fast on my computer. Basically, this is the Chrono Map. This is where we manage our missions, we end our day, all that fun stuff. But it's going to lead us through like each of these little aspects of starting up a run. I don't think it shows it each and every time. It's just I've kept the tutorial enabled so we can actually see what's going on. We'll do the first mission on this, though. Welcome to the Inner Void. Here you can manage your daughters. Yay. Enter the birthing pool. Here you can manage your daughters. Yay. We have to manage birthing our daughter. Germinate daughter. Really kind of creepy ways of phrasing things. So Hope. Sure, we'll go ahead and take Hope as a name. You can type in your own names and all that other fun stuff. We've got Blade Master excels in melee duels. High damage, really low armor. And that's pretty much push resistance is, I think, standard for all of them. I think it's 3%. We'll see as we go through the other ones. But this one's like your highest damage one, whereas the gunslinger is your ranged and actually does, whatchamacallit, like, basically they're your ranged kind of DPS. They have slightly better armor than the Blade Master, which throws me off. You'd think the Blade Master would have better armor being a melee character. And then the Shield Bearer protects their sisters, which has the highest defense of the group. So yeah, we can actually cycle through them here and look at the comparison of their stats. You can see 85 damage, 75 damage, 55 damage. Lowest damage on Shield Bearer, but look at their armor, 84 on the Shield Bearer, 45 on the Soul Slinger, and then only 26 on the Blade Master. So they just crumple, and you notice that they have the same amount of life, except for the Shield Bearer just has a crap ton. So we're going to go with a Shield Bearer on this one. I kind of wish I could like just grab a second Soul Slinger right now. I'm not too impressed with the Blade Master. Lots of damage. If you can get them in there to hit, they tend to kill most things in one go. It's just a problem with, like, yeah. So we'll go ahead and confirm you. We might do the sacrifice early. I happen to know that you can sacrifice your units into each other, which is a little bit weird. But the others are converging in warping reality. You must stop suffering from feeding. Go and close the first synapse. So basically do the first mission. A synapse is basically a mission that you get. Let's go ahead and select that. And we've got Hunt Challenging. Yay, new missions or synapses appear each day. Beat a synapse to close it. You notice it's like brain terminology there. There's a lot of psychological kind of disturbing crap in this game. So we're going to go and select Hunt Challenging. We're going to go through and select all of the daughters that we have right now. You can view mission details, hunt all creatures. And yeah, we just select the daughters that we want. So we'll get the Blade Master. And we'll get the Shield Bearer. And we're just going to use the default group of 3 here. There you go. Absolutely lovely. Start mission. Threats are Cures Therapist and Plague Doctor. And openness is open. I'm not sure what the openness thing is. So we'll just go and start mission. G doesn't work for me for some reason. I don't know why. But it sends us off into missions in here. And I think there's going to be some psychology, biology kind of approaches here. Flanking behavior. Yes, you can flank things. It's a thing. We only have 4 enemies to kill here, which is fine. This is also a tutorial mission. So we have Plague Butcher, which is, I think, a melee character. I think it's the equivalent of our sword one there. We have a Gunslinger and a Gunslinger. So I think we want to take them out fairly quickly. So what we want to do is you probably want to kill this one. So let's go ahead and run there. That's going to use up 60 of your AP, which sucks. So 674, this guy's 803. Is that going to do enough damage? 834. And how much armor do you have? Can we actually select something else? There you are. You have 0 armor, so Imbued Blade would actually kill him. So we'll just do an Imbued Blade on you. And we'll kill you on your next turn. Whereas you guys can start moving in and taking care of these guys. So this, we have intercepting... Oh, that's still this character. We can't actually rotate through characters. So you could move there and actually have an attack on him. So I think we do want to do this. Go ahead and go in. Let's see what you can do. Shot on this guy. Go ahead and shoot him in the face. Not too bad. It's a start. Let's go ahead and do another shot on him. Hopefully you can kill him. Yay! You got him. Sweet. Nice. And I am going to go ahead and sacrifice life to get an intercepting round on you, just in case somebody decides they want to get cocky over here.
Guard them well.
And you're going to run up... Oh, yeah, we need to end turn. I'm going to forget to end turn a lot, because there is no auto end. You actually have to manually do it each time. So you're going to run up here and just kind of get in the way. And end turn. And just be ready. There's that guy's death. You guys get to murder all of them. We do have something spawning soon. So we need to kill this guy like yesterday. You are moving towards our main group here. There's our intercepting shot. And we got him in one go. So you need to go after this guy. Let's see. Get up there. That's only 27 AP. So you still have 73 left. So we could do like 2 slashes on you. Oh, and we just get him in one go. That's actually really simple. Haha, we murdered them. And only lost 10% life on our gunner. Gotta save life a little bit, though. Okay, so they're tired now. So I can't go on a second mission with these each day. And they did get skills from it, so you can see they leveled up. Got a bit of life. This one right here, you notice the life went up. Basically, we gained the life that we would have gained. So you still lost the original 10%, but you're still fine now. So come what may, suffering progress. We got traits unlocked for... Ooh, you got a trait unlocked. Sweet. No traits on the other ones, unfortunately, so... They did get a skill. We're going to be going through some of this stuff real quick. So, recollections. A recollection ends if you have no way to continue, if you get beaten by a boss, or if you choose to end it yourself. This will let you start a new try on the first day. Gives you access to more shards, which are basically your ways of powering up during a run or skipping the initial stage, which I might or might not do. I think what would be advantageous for me to do is actually complete the first stage and then use shards to get myself started with a buff and then level up through the first stage and then start the second stage as the next series of episodes. My goal in this is going to be to skip most of the grinding in the episodes. That means there might be some gaps in release schedule as I grind up in between, but I will go through in a series and do like, this one's the Plague, and then there's another era after that, and another era after that. I forget how many eras there's supposed to be, I think like 5. So we'll kind of go through in that way. So we do need to rest the daughters. But we also, yeah, it's going to force us to actually rest them right now. But we'll get levels up soon enough. It feels backwards. I think it should have actually had us do the levels up before the end of the day. That's just my opinion. So we go to the Inner Void to enter the... Yeah, I'm trying to, game. It's okay. And you notice we all have like these level up pips. We also got, I think, yep, you can get new traits. Continue. Skills can be unlocked by reaching new levels of mastery. You can see at least level 15 in this. And we also got traits. This daughter has earned a new trait reflecting what she has experienced. Traits cannot be removed or changed, even in death. So traits like that, if they die, they keep these. So yeah, effect damage plus 50 from her first steps. She has led the fight against evil. So she has increased damage over normal, which is pretty nice. You can see, where is it? There's the AP, armor, dodge. There's the damage bonus, 170 damage bonus. Compared to, let's look at our Soul Slinger, only 99. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and look at the new skills. So basically, whenever you level up to one of these, you get to choose one of two things. We have Shadow Round, which is a reaction shot. Basically, if an ally attacks somebody and you're in range, this person will shoot that enemy as well, dealing some extra damage, possibly even killing the enemy. And they can trigger each other, which is kind of useful if you have a bunch of gunslingers. I saw that on Wanderbot's stream. But Wrathful Rain, instant action, empty tile, deal up to 329 AoE damage, then move to an empty tile. So basically, you burst into things with that for 35 AP, which if you had more AP would actually be a little bit more useful, but Wrathful Rain seems more like it's for clearing out swarms of enemies. I think Shadow Round is going to be a little bit more useful for us. Hope, and you notice there are little pips over here on the right. We'll get to those probably next episode. I happen to know what they are, but we'll see if we get anything good with it. Hope has the Blacksmith's Grace, which is a reaction. You notice reactions are percent HP, increases armor by 180 for 40, and move up to 15 initiative units on the timeline for each incoming attack. Basically, it speeds you up and gives you armor. So that's halfway decent. You also have Shield Bash, which knocks the target up to 5 tiles, and they can take extra damage by getting shoved into each other. It's a good way to trigger the shadow shots. And then Blacksmith's Grace would just be good for tanking stuff. 180 armor does add up because 180 armor resists 180 damage. But that is 5% of our HP for that, so it's kind of like a tough choice. I think we want the Shield Bash. And then last but not least, we have the Blade Master, who has Lightning Strike, which allows you to jump and deal 390 damage, or Immovable Stance, and you get to react to an enemy's finishing movement in melee range and deal up to 520 damage. So if they get up close to you, I think it basically hits them if they get into melee range of you. So yeah, it moves in and you just slash the crap out of them, I think. Is it going to show him moving in? Yeah, he moves in and he gets slashed in the face. So yeah, Immovable Stance, reaction skill as well. So I think we're going to go with Lightning Strike just to give us a little bit more mobility. Because mobility and good kind of counters is pretty much the important part of these strategies. We have available memories. Do we keep memories in between runs even though they're in different saves? I hope not. Otherwise I could just grind up in the other one. That would make actually kind of funny sense. So equip memory. No, we just have Witch and Guardian. Memory incompatible. Increase damage done by the target by 25% for 30 initiative units. Okay. And increase critical chance of a skill by 5%. Don't want either one of those, so I'm not even going to click on them, which is kind of sad. Escape back. Escape. So we don't want any of those on any of these characters. Codex, we can see all the different information about all the different characters we encountered. You can see there's quite a few of them. And also, it looks like there is a 4th class here with a Scythe. So I'm not sure how to unlock that. I want it. I want the Scythe character because I have a feeling that's an AoE melee character as opposed to the Blade Master, which is more of a one-on-one melee fighter. So this seems like it'd be a little bit more control-y. So, and we've also, it looks like we've got different types of mothers as well that we can unlock. There's the red mother, the normal mother, then these two right here. Then we just have like the enemies kind of as we creep down through these. You can see a whole bunch of different enemies in here. We got the scavengers, that kind of stuff. And then remembrances are going to be things that we've unlocked. You can see this has a 0 crystal cost. Damaged left eyeball. Started a run with 2 memories. I'm not sure what this one is, but we have to attach a total of 25 memories to skills to actually unlock it. So basically we have to get a bunch of those little red dots working for us to unlock the second eyeball. And then you have like conditions on a lot of these. Total of 5,000 Vita to unlock. So we'd have to like add that up, like save it up for possibly a run or something like that. Close 10 synapses to get that book. 15, 20, 30, and then you deal a certain amount of damage to unlock those. Complete chapter 1 memories. Discover the boss of Cellar Prison. Plague Era. And it looks like we could actually see how many of these there are. It looks like there are at least 4. No, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, at least 4 enemies to actually deal with. And kill 10 corrupted daughters, 50 of them. Kill the maid. Kill the surgeon. Yeah, you just got a whole bunch of these. And you can kill the suffering to unlock the final one. And each of these has like a crystal cost to activate. And I don't know if it's a consistent amount of crystals in between missions or not. Memories recovered. Yes, I get it. I get it. Thank you. And we have 2 synapses available. We could do Next Recollection, which would restart the game for us. But we'd start with 25 crystals and absolutely nothing to spend it on. But that's going to be episode 1. Next episode, we'll do some more missions. In this one, we'll do each of the synapses and missions and stuff that we can in an initial run through. But I'm not going to repeat like the plague unless we fail the plague, in which case we'll just kind of start at that point in the synapses on a subsequent run. So yeah, basically gonna try to keep the on-camera grinding to a minimum, and if there's enough interest, we could actually do a series where I do show all the extra runs and stuff like that, or possibly weird things that I run into. I will be recording the grinding, I just won't be uploading it as videos or commentating on it live. So that's where we're at on this. So if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll probably be recording the rest of this tomorrow because I got to render this and upload it like now. So bye.